supercharged. You must have a land vehicle to enter this zone.
You must have a land vehicle to enter this zone. Yeah, have a land vehicle in my butt. Hey guys, Human Gamer here. Welcome back to Skylanders Trap Team.
Oh, the sky's the limit.
The last episode. In the last episode, we did one of the coolest. We fought one of the coolest fights ever. But now we're back to actual gameplay. So in the last episode, we have Hurricano. Yeah, so in the last episode, I have showed you, I think that's all the Skylanders that, I'm not a fan of.
So, we are going to a library to...
So in this episode, we need to go to this, we go to that destination, so...
Hi there, Skylander. This is the new game room that Mag set up for us folks to have some rest, relaxation, and entertainment. There's a bunch of fun stuff to do in here. You can play Sky Stones Overdrive whenever you want. You can listen to any of those old recordings you come across. And you can watch movies that recount your past adventures right there on the big screen.
That's nice. The people who don't fight with us, they do need entertainment. Because it would get pretty boring. I imagine it would get pretty boring just doing nothing. Waiting for, so you can go back to your homes. So, yeah, last episode!
Spoils the war.
Yeah, so this episode we're playing with Hurricane Jetpack. He's alright, actually. I enjoy this dude. I still prefer the regular jetpack over. Actually, no. Actually, I prefer this jetpack over Hurricane Jetpack. I mean, I prefer Hurricane Jetpack over the regular jetpack because I feel like this one actually can handle it himself. Like you have options to fight.
Have you had a chance to see what we've got for sale? We get new deliveries and restock all the time, so make sure you check back often. Speaking of which, make sure you save any winged sapphires you come across. Those little babies get you discounts with me, Sharkfin's pit crew, and Miss Persephone's upgrades. Master Rion and the others are waiting for you. Good luck out there, Skylander.
Everyone is really well. I guess this is the final. This is the final battle of darkness. That's the last remnants of the darkness in Skylands. The original darkness. The darkness that first plagued ever Skylands. So let's do this.
So, we are going
Let's do
to
this.
the library to hunt for old books.
And speaking of, this is actually one of my favorite moves he does. Yeah, so I decided to go start with Hurricane Jetpack just because.
We know from spellpunk that the books we seek are somewhere in the halls of the ancients. But the hall is vast, and time grows short. Therefore, anyone who can possibly be spared from maintaining the academy will be going on this mission to assist in finding these books. Chaos and the darkness threaten all of us. This is the key to putting an end to their evil for good.
Well, I wish I was as good at being as inspirational as that guy, but still, it's hard to get excited about going to a library. Right, Hugo? Never mind.
I mean, we have no choice. We have to.
Wow, this place is incredible. Look at all these books. I could stay in here forever.
Stay focused, Hugo. We're here for one thing, to figure out how to stop the darkness. And be careful. This is no ordinary library.
Come on, Callie, it's just a bunch of stupid, moldy books. It's the most boring quest ever.
Oh!
Gotcha! You see? And that's why I don't read.
The Coming of the Darkness by Pumphrey Lebusbottom. Great job, Blinn! This is exactly what we're looking for.
So the level's over?
I mean, of course it is. You know, I got to admit that first chapter really pulls you in.
So the Ancients of Skylands made this library.
Skylanders of the air element are stronger in this zone.
I think I found a book about the darkness, but since this library is cursed, it might be best if you open it. There has got to be something within these pages that will give us a clue to stopping it. Have a look, Skylander, and be careful.
Thanks. Book 1, The Darkness. Are you ready to read the book? Well, we're looking for fun.
Before creating the portals, the ancients explored the universe using magical relics called rift engines. But in their haste to spread the light of Skylands to other worlds, they created a powerful rift engine that opened a door to a forbidden world and unleashed a destructive force into Skylands, the darkness.
So yeah,
Centuries later, in the age of the Portal Masters, the Skylanders had become the greatest champions the world had ever known.
so remember all the bosses from Skylanders? This game tells you how the darkness became. So yeah,
No enemy or debris could stand before their might. But the darkness was still out there, somewhere, laying in wait.
I mean, Giants were the original first Skylander. I know that's confusing because they kind of just say, yeah, these Skylanders were first, but the darkness came first. So, technically, the darkness did come first, but the darkness were these Skylanders. There weren't any Skylanders at that point, I think. So,
Suddenly, tremors and aftershocks rumbled throughout the land. Some great evil was being conjured in the arcane keep of the spellpunks. The devious spellpunks had unearthed the very same cursed relic that had allowed the darkness into Skylands centuries ago. The Dark Rift Engine.
the Dark Rift Engine. But, okay, so, here, I'm going to pause it for a second. So, Giants is very much the first Skylander game ever. Well, Giants is the very first... The Giant Skylanders were the very first Skylanders. These are the second Skylanders. This game follows up after the liberation of the Archeans. And then everything else. Trap Team came next because there were just bad guys all around. After the Giants were swept away from Skylands. And then Swap Force because of the Cloudbreak Islands. And now this game. And then the original Skylander was the entry. That's my theory. So it's kind of mixed-maxed a little bit, but try not to think about it too much. Just know that the darkness was the very first evil ever before the Archeans. That's all you need to know. The Archeans were probably the very first. I mean, the darkness was the very first evil to ever exist in Skylands. Not the Golden Queen, not Chaos. the darkness itself.
Had to be stopped before they could use his power to awaken the darkness. Woohoo!
What? Ah, fuck. Yeah, so, anyway, yeah, jetpack air. I actually prefer this jetpack.
Treacherous. Danger sprang from the shadows.
Actually, like I said, I prefer just jetpack over any of the other jetpacks. The other jetpacks, I don't know, I don't like them. This is the only jetpack I will actually physically want to play. Like, if I were to ask to have a jetpack, this would be the one I would want. I know a lot of people think jetpack's the best. I'm sorry, he's not really... I'm sorry to tell you, personally, jetpack is not the best. He's good for speed runs. He's only good for speed runs. That's the only good thing I can say about him in the past games. Right, and now, yeah, it's B to jump. B to jump.
The spellpunks were drawn magic to the dark rift engine, feeding power to the darkness.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, but this jetpack's probably my favorite of the jetpacks. Don't know what? You can actually jump on their heads like in Mario. What a lot of these levels are unique.
A welcome contribution to the next upgrade. It is widely known that fairies only accept cold hard cash.
Yeah, fairies are kind of scammers. Well, except Persephone. Persephone is like, not gonna lie, Persephone kind of cute. If she liked humans, I'd probably,
Charging into the mouth of the spellpunk.
Okay, let's not do that. I forgot the spellpunks were in this level too. So, my bad if I said... in the last episode I said, you'll never see the spellpunks again, but yeah. What?
All the skylands began to quake. And a wave of fear swept over the land as a great and terrible shadow erupted from the keep. It bellowed in a deep and malevolent voice. Behold, Skylands, I have returned. All shall fear and obey me. I am the darkness.
I have always heard that it was the ancients who let the darkness into Skylands, but I've never heard about that dark rift engine. Still, we don't know how they managed to finally defeat it. We'll have to keep looking, Skylander. Maybe one of the others found something useful.
Hey, Skylander, look at this!
Hey!
You should try this one. A charge of the First Light Squadron. It's about an elite squad of fighter pilots who took on the overwhelming forces of evil.
Of evil! Evil!
Turbulence in there. Must have you summon a sky vehicle if you want to take a look.
So yeah, you're about to see Jetpack's vehicle.
As the power of the darkness grew, the marauding forces that served it took control of the skies and terrorized the land. All hope seemed lost. Until a ragtag group of pilots was assembled with a single impossible goal: to hold back the encroaching evil and give the good people of Skylands a chance to escape to safety. This First Light Squadron took to the skies in defiance of all odds to meet this threat head-on. The darkness.
Grass feather wings. Wind slashers. Blade wings.
That will be us.
Vortex core turbine. Vintage forge crank. Brass lock engine.
Vintage.
Underestimating our heroes, sent out a small group of fighters to crush them.
Yeah, so, holy shit, I forgot this vehicle did that.
Was sorely disappointed.
I mean, if the darkness is only gonna summon, like 2 fighters per thing, yeah, it's not gonna really beat me. Personally, if you want my opinion on how to deal with the darkness, run head first into battle. But obviously that would not be smart.
The darkness, enraged at the squadron's continued success, brought more of its armada into the battle. But the first fight squadron was undeterred. These enemies, too, would fall before the righteous might of these brave pilots.
Yeah, you forget that all shall fear and obey me, all shall run, evil shall not escape my sight. For justice. Yeah, Jetpack's vehicle is, really good. Especially if you upgrade it. If you upgrade it, my god, it will kill.
Squadron was determined to destroy the Dark Guardians and hold the armada once and for all.
Hell yeah, not giving up. So, question of the day. Which Skylander story do you like best? The Spiral's Adventure, Giants, Swap Force Trap Team, or this one? Or Imaginators? Personally, my favorite is Swap Force and Spiral's Adventure story. And this game's too. Because you kind of learn how the darkness and all evil in Skylanders came to be, and how the Skylanders became Skylanders, and how all Portal Masters decided this war's gonna go on for a while. We have to get a team together. We need to get a team together to defend this land. Let's call them the Skylanders. Now, we don't actually... And I know there's those things like, what happened to the original Portal Masters? We don't really know. It's never really explained what happened to them. So I'm just going to say, for my thing, they met and unfortunately end from the years of good versus evil. Both sides have taken countless losses. That story seems cooler. See? So, yeah. Bam. I can't wait till we get to one of my favorite Skylanders. One of my favorite Magic Skylanders. One of my favorite Magic Skylanders I'm going to show off next. And I'm really excited. Because, like, she's one of my favorite Magic Superchargers.
The Dark Guardians to vanquish the squadron's hopes. Thus began the final charge of the first light squadron.
You will not win. And I like how it looks like paper book, too. So, I really enjoy... This level is really creative. And I love what the team did with it. This might not be my favorite Skylander game of the bunch, but they do deserve... I will give credit where credit is due. Ow, 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 ow. That fucking hurt. Now you fall. So let's collect all these gear pieces.
The Armada of Darkness fell that day to a ragtag group of heroic pilots who refused to accept that their quest was impossible. Their courage would inspire all to rise up against the power of the darkness.
I think that's Crypt King in one of the pictures.
Now that was some serious flying. You see that, Skylander? The darkness isn't all powerful. It can be beaten. You should check with Flint. He might have found something useful. Hey, it's possible.
Yeah. So we defeated the evil darkness commandership. So, but first, if you come over here, you'll get a wish stone. Anything else you want to say?
Go check with Flint. He might have found something useful. Yes, I'm serious.
Everyone has their strengths, so let's not be rude. So, yeah, I'm glad you guys are really enjoying the Supercharger series. I know it. I crapped on this game a lot on my other Skylander games, but it's not as bad as Imaginators. But it's not one of my favorite. I love the story. What?
So, what I am thinking for this tale is a sort of fable on the dangers of excess. So, perhaps the hero discovers a secret room full of treasure. And not just some treasure, but a veritable cornucopia of coins and gold. Then, as they collect it, a metaphor arrives in the form of a crushing ball of covetousness.
Let's book it.
The hero destroying all in its wake.
Let's boogie out of here. My money. Oh! I can still get the money. One thing I like about Jetpack, I will give him this, is he can, like, suck up the money with his jetpack thing, so if you miss it, you can just, you know, suck it up. Kirby, suck it up! Alright.
And then, you know, the hero escapes a little richer, a little wiser. What do you think? Too high?
Sombrero! We already have a sombrero, so. The dangers of greed. Something that the Oompa Loompa can ask and learn.
I'm still poring over the book, Skylander. Don't worry, I'll find it. But I think Flint found one.
Skylander, you gotta see this book.
Give me a second. There's money to be had. And I know in the book just said, don't be greedy or you'll get your comeuppance one day. But hey, I have 804 health. We're not gonna die. It's not nightmare mode. See, if it were nightmare mode, then I wouldn't even risk it. Because nightmare mode...
You gotta see this book. Looks like this one here talks about how the core of light got made to give the darkness the old beat down. There's probably more inside, but I'm not really in a hurry to crack it open, if you know what I mean, because it's kind of cursed, but you go right ahead.
Chapter 3. Ancient's Plan.
The war of the darkness had nearly been lost, as all of Skylands was being held in its terrible grip. But there was one chance. A mythical device built by the ancients to combat the darkness had been discovered. It was called the Core of Light.
Another thing I like about this game
Its location would be the most dangerous mission of them all.
is that it tells you about the Core of Light and why it was designed. Because they touched on it a little bit in the first game, but not too much throughout.
knew the core of light would be its end, and so it attacked. Its dark power was beyond comprehension. It shattered mountains and bridges with casual disdain.
So, nice. Suck it in for you. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to. Yeah, this level. I would say replay this level if you want lots of money.
The darkness's rage was Earth's.
Jesus Christ, dude.
That in order for its power to grow, the core of light must stay hidden. Undaunted, even in the face of this great evil, the Skylanders continued the quest.
So we call the Ancients the first ones that created the Skylanders. Well, the Ancients, basically. Yeah. And if you want more lore, go to a channel called Skylander Lore, but I guess something. So yeah, they do a really good job of explaining the lore. It's better than I can with some, but so go ahead and check them out.
To do its terrible bidding. But they would fall before the Skylander like limp bundles of experience and treasure.
You think you can stop me? I will shatter your bones like the fallen. Oh, money. Now I want to go this way, bro.
I still found time to stop and collect treasures. The upgrades don't come cheap.
Yeah, I mean, upgrades don't come cheap. I mean, you gotta pay money. Ow.
Darkness grew desperate. Again and again it attacked with renewed fury.
Alright, I'm gonna need to take care of his life, spellpunk. You have to go. See, you can actually bounce on their heads. Look. This is the only level you can bounce on their heads and it will damage them. Which I like.
Back by the brave Skylanders.
You, like this. Look. Forget. Now we just need a Mario sound effect. Actually, don't do that. Well, actually, maybe. Because, like, Bowser's in this game, so... Maybe?
Then, after a long journey, the lost citadel of the Portal Masters had been reached. The radiant purity of the core of light had been found at last. But in the distance, the darkness raged on.
Wowzers! Looks like the darkness almost conquered Skylands back in the olden days until they used the trusty core of light. But it stopped right before the good part. I totally can't wait to find out what happens next. Maybe the one Max found will have more info. Don't keep me in suspense.
Finally, I get to show off one of my favorite Skylanders. Finally. I was wondering when I was there. I know I could have just showed her off at any time, but... You know. Good. Sometimes good things come to those who wait. I say sometimes because there's a lot of greedy bastards out there. Yeah, I don't need a spark. But I'm only gonna... Okay, I'm gonna look for Stephanie real quick. That's money. That is money. I'm gonna look for Stephanie real quick. And then, Hey, girl! And now I'm gonna upgrade. Because I realize I don't upgrade with... So, yeah.
Ranking up!
Whoa! That was fucking cool. Alright, now it's time to show you one of my favorite Magic Skylander in this game. And probably the best supercharger in the Magic element.
Splatter splasher.
The brand new Splat. She's probably one of the most power. I think she's one of the most powerful next to Nightfall. And I went with her top path.
Want to try a game of Skystone's Overdrive, Skylander? I found this old book on Skystone strategies I'm dying to try out. I've been researching Skystone strategies throughout the centuries in this library.
No.
I understand. Come back sometime and play when you have a chance, okay?
Yeah. So yeah, Splat, a really good Skylander.
I'm not sure it'll help us much, but it's kind of a cool read. It's all about an evil Hydra monster. I've heard of that. Well, it turns out it used to be like a pet of some dark portal masters. Can you imagine that? It's like trying to housebreak a rabbit honey badger. Not a good idea. Looks like you'll need a sea vehicle to read this one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Servants of the darkness were known for keeping a lethal menagerie of creatures and beasts. None was more terrifying than the multi-headed monstrosity known as the Hydra. The Hydra's appetite for both food and destruction was without limit. Dark portal masters, in an effort to appease their favorite pets, gathered all the food in Skylands and dropped it in the sea. The people, hungry and deprived of all sustenance, called on their heroes, the Skylanders, for aid. The Skylander, heedless of danger, dove into the shadows and endless depths of the sea to face the Hydra. The lair of this Hydra was fraught with peril, danger, and exploding proximity mines.
So yeah, like I keep saying this and I will say it to my grave. Splat, one of the best Skyland. If you see Splat anywhere for a price, buy her. You'll thank me. You'll thank me. She's level 20. You'll thank me. Buy her. Buy her, buy her, buy her. People say she's bad. If people say she's bad, they're lying. Her ass is fucking lying. Because they hate good games. Buy her, buy her, buy her. If you see her, buy her. If you see her for a good price, buy her. The Splat is OP.
The Hydra was not the only dangerous creature in this deep sea. Ravenous Hydra hatchlings hid, coiled in the rocks,
Ah!
and would strike without warning.
Back up. So we're diving deeper and deeper and deeper. What? So yeah. Also you get to summon paint monsters, which reminds me of Bendy and Ink Machine.
The fabled fracture fish of Foul Falls swam these waters briefly.
I think Splat's one of my, not my favorite, she's my favorite, but I think she's one of my, most played Skylanders in Superchargers. I think. It's either her or... It has to be her, actually. Because when I first got her, I just beat the whole game with her. I just used her for Splat with everything. I'm not lying. Okay, wait, I need a...
Ever deeper into the abyss, the Skylander traveled.
And yeah, definitely this is the only reason why the magic element in this game is good.
Finally,
Of the superchargers.
into the lair of the Hydra. There was the pilfer food.
Hey! I found the food!
Without hesitation, the Skylanders snatched up the food. The sea rumbled and quaked as a
Hey, it's the elemental hydra we fought in the first game!
The Hydra lashed out in rage. The Skylander was cornered. Until a secret passage out of the lair was revealed. The Skylanders fled away. This food was too important to risk.
You can't fight... Yeah, the hydra. This is the first... It's from the first game. Oh, boy. He's on our ass.
It was incredible. It churned the water into a swirling foam, gaining and gaining on the Skylander. But just a minute, that geyser, could it?
Hoorah!
The various and many jaws of the Hydra snapped at the jets of water in frustration. It had been robbed of its prize and vengeance. The Skylander returned the stolen food to the people of Skyland, thwarting this creature of darkness.
Golly, that was some story, Skylander. Makes you feel like we're kind of making history ourselves right now. Wouldn't that be something if we all ended up in a book someplace too? I bet the next book is going to be even more exciting than this one. I think Hugo's finally managed to decide on one. You should go find him before he changes his mind.
I think I've shown you all the water vehicles. So... Yeah, next episode I'll show you Splat's battle. How Splat fights. Because I know you didn't really you got to see everyone else fight, but not Splat. So, I'll show you how she fights. I forget her upgrades again.
Paint by numbers.
Oh, gee. Okay, what am I... Oh, hey.
Oh, hi, Skylander. I'm glad you're here. This book here is called To Light the Dark by Pomfrey Fuzzbottom. I didn't read much, but it talks about using the core of light to fight the darkness. This could be the one.
Requires a land vehicle. Alright, so the final one. Yeah, Splat will be in the next episode, just because I did not show her fighting anything. Plus, we kind of finished all the, other vehicles, so...
Crypt Crusher. Crypt Crusher.
But now I'll show you the,
Supercharged.
Crypt Crusher.
The forces of good had discovered the hidden location of the core of light, but they soon realized that the ancients had never completed this great machine, a secret that to this day has been forgotten. But with the darkness closing in for the final blow, they had no choice. They would power up the core and risk everything in a final battle. And they would hope that even an incomplete core of light would be enough to keep the darkness at bay. The Skylanders sped into action. There was only one chance. An all-out attack to drive the darkness toward the core itself. But the darkness would not go easily. The darkness laid snares and traps for the Skylanders.
Okay, can't do it.
The Skylander, however, would not be halted.
Keep your weird darkness misty things off of me. This is a brand new fucking car. Watch the paint job, you bum. Attack! Dragon's Dance!
The darkness unleashed its full power.
That's a pretty cool.
Seared the sky, tearing across the land. Echoed across all Skylands, trading blows, the shattered islands in their wake.
I didn't even get it. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. I did get it. Keep your disgusting, keep your weird tentacle things away from me. I know what you think. I've seen things with tentacles, and I don't like it. So you keep you keep your weird tentacle things to yourself. We ain't playing no games. I'll do shield.
It was pushed back until it was in range of the core. And then its glorious light filled the sky. With the core of light holding it at bay, it was forced to flee and hide in the deepest, darkest parts of Skylands once again. But for how long? One day it will return for its revenge. In order to destroy the darkness once and for all, the secret to completing the core of light and unleashing its true power must be found. This will be my life's work.
So he made the core of light. No, wait. So the ancients made the core of light, and they accidentally summoned the darkness, and the Skylanders found it, used it, and for years, each Portal Master has been trying to figure out how to use it and activate its full potential. None of them succeeded. So it's up to us to make sure that, keep chaos away from...
Where's it going?
Callie is right. You must seek out the author of that book. If any living being knows how to complete the core, it is Pomfrey LaFuzzbottom.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go find this Pop Fuzzy Bottom guy and turn this core of light into the most awesome weapon ever!
Tessa!
It's Tessa!
She can't...
You shouldn't be trying to fly in these skies. It's too dangerous.
Hopefully the bird broke her fall.
She can't fly in this weather. The Sky Eater's out there. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode of Skylanders Superchargers. In the next episode, we will check on Tessa to make sure she's okay. And go to our next mission.
Whoa, that looked like a pretty hard landing. You'd better go check on Tessa, Skylander. I need to examine the book we got from the Spellpunk library for leads on Pomfrey's whereabouts.
See y'all then.